it's recording. Crazy. Hey y'all, what's up?
Shut up and sit down.
Are you recording? Yeah. Right. Hello everyone. Welcome back with another video. Y'all see how bright it is today? It's like 8 degrees here. It's ridiculous. Hold on, I got this long sleeve on. Don't judge me. Anyways, so today we're gonna be working on spins, right? So I was working with one of my clients. I guess you saw the wind started picking up, so this is where I improvise. But he's not talking about nothing, so we're just gonna skip ahead and thank you. As I was saying, when you're trying to skate forward and then transition to going backwards, of course the 180 is important to have. Actually, it's the only way you can do it. Slash, if you're trying to go backwards to forward, which is more harder, a little more difficult. Pain. A little more difficult, but that's the other times that you're really going to need to know this. And honestly, the key is if you haven't already tuned into the other video that works on your balance on one foot, specifically the 1-2s, I highly suggest you check that out right now. Do yourself a favor, because trust me, like if you practice and get really good, just skating and balancing on one foot first, everything else will come a lot easier. I promise. And honestly, if you don't really understand that fully, these spins are going to be more difficult too. So take a look at the video, really just try to understand them, like work that 1 foot balancing on one, and then come back here and say, oh, this crap is easy. Trust me. But I will start with a quick little breakdown of what it looks like, how you can kind of like slowly go into it. And this is of course considering that you have a decent amount of balance on 1 foot, because you just don't want to just jump in and slash like going backwards, because that you can hurt yourself pretty badly on skates in general. But going backwards and you don't know how to balance yourself, not a good look. But yeah, let's just jump right in. Bring it around town, baby. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna start with something super simple. All you're gonna do is pick up your feet. And here's a quick version of me going from 180, well, doing a 180, right? All you're doing is picking up your feet. If you started with 1-2s already, this shouldn't be anything that's extremely out there. Like, just like this, you're just gonna pick your feet up and turn them 90 degrees. Right? I just want you getting into the movement of going around, right? Like eventually you're gonna get to a 360, and you got to be used to switching direction, right? This is the whole point of this whole video. So now I'm gonna show you how you're breaking down where your foot move, Nat. Damn, sorry. Now I'm showing you how your foot placement and pressure is gonna go, right? So you have 1 foot that you're gonna be using to direct yourself, depending on whatever way that you're trying to turn. So in this case, I have my right foot being my direction. Now my left foot is essentially my balance. That's gonna have majority of my weight, and it's also gonna be how I'm moving forward. That's the foot I'm gonna use to push off with, essentially. It's the same way that if you were flat right now and you were pushing off, it's the same idea. And that's why I have myself right now on two wheels, so you can see that I'm not pushing off on it. It's literally just from down. Alright, so now we're gonna put this bad boy in motion. Okay, so essentially literally the same thing we just went over about going to one position, just like this, but now you're just rolling, right? And if you are going to like a parking deck, or if you know how to measure properly, distance yourself about 8 feet in between the rolls. I'm going pretty fast right now in the end, which is where you're doing the roll, but you do not have to go that fast, right? Of course, the faster the better. That way you can get used to actually rolling. But again, you're going like about 8 feet, and then you're doing the spin. You're going back the same way, doing the spin, right? Same idea. Take your time, of course, like I said, get as fast as you can as you go, but that is not the initial that I would expect. And practice going both ways as well. It may definitely going to feel different, but eventually you're going to get to a point where you're going to want to go both ways anyway. So go ahead and get in it, baby. All right, so now we're gonna let this bad boy ride. So remember earlier in the video when I said that one of your feet, which typically in my case is I think I'm gonna show, one foot is your directioner, and not one directioner, people. One foot is telling you where to go. The other one is giving you the speed that you need, right? Your push off essentially. And so all we're gonna do here, and right now I'm showing you that essentially that push that I'm getting, and the direction that you would get from your right foot. And so in this case, all you're gonna do is let yourself roll, and you're gonna bring your feet out. You can have them spaced out, probably creating a nice obtuse angle. For obtuse, that's over 90 degrees, right, everyone? Hopefully people remember that. Anyways, but probably about like a 125, and you're just letting your feet ride, right? You're gonna put that right foot in the same direction that it's already in. You're gonna open up your left, create an obtuse, and just let it go around, right? Your whole goal is to get used to just letting yourself move, right? One thing about skates, they can only go forward and back. You cannot stop it any other way, right? So just let it ride. You can see in this, I'm gonna do it a couple of times just so you can see what the motion's like, but don't be scared by it, because eventually you're gonna stop, like as you've seen before, and you're just gonna sit there, and that's okay, right? If you need to go on your knees to get back up, that's fine, right? Just get used to letting it ride. Now it's time to bundle all this together, right? You're about there, everyone. Don't sweat it. Don't freak out. Just let it ride. Breathe. And you got this, right? So essentially, last piece is you picking up that last part of your foot. So this is where the 1-2s practice comes in, right? You're rolling. You're going to open up, let it ride, as you've already done before. And then you're going to pick up the foot that was your directioner, essentially, to get it in the direction that you want, which is now backwards since you're at the 180. And you can see that here. All I do is pick up my back 2 wheels on my directioner foot and get it in place with where my push off foot is, which in my case is my left foot, right? So just practice that a little bit. Remember, it's the same motions that you've already been practicing. It's gonna feel weird, but I promise you, once you get this down, you're gonna be silk, baby. Tell me, show me. Of course, we're gonna do a quick speed check so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm gonna do it at, I guess, my normal speed. I would do it at the rink, so you guys get a better look. Yeah, I tripped. It's okay, y'all. It happens to me too. But keep practicing. You're gonna get it, I promise. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Tell me if these are actually helping you out. Drop them in the comments, and we'll see you guys on the next one.